you safe while you were dreaming. You could scream and shout, cry 1,000 tears, and I wouldn't let fear win. What you feel, I feel. Together we're healing. I don't care that seasons change. 'Cause darling, I'll stay right here with you. Every night and every day. 'Cause darling, there's nothing in this world I'd rather do. Never been this close.
Hello.
See, you speak of the devil and he appears.
Talking shit about me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fair. I probably deserve it.
I mean, it was just David talking shit about you, so.
Oh, see, now we got a snitch.
I dare you to kill me! Smite me, God! You made me!
I didn't make you.
No, I did. Oh, I didn't look at the fancy art.
Yeah, it's just a
It
random Google Images landing page, but it's nice and it works. And I thought ahead this time. You all have like exterior space that you can write. You know, okay. So I say you have exterior space that you can write notes in. What I mean is you have exterior space you can draw dicks in, because I know you all, but
I don't draw dicks.
Although I can't see the landing.
It's okay, it's loading.
Oh.
no, it's not loading. I just forgot to push the button. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it now.
Yeah, I gotta push the button. The special button. So now what I need to do.
The fuck's happening here? Is that lady? Is that?
She's
No.
she's throwing him in the water.
Yes.
You'll notice the color of the lights there on that building, and you'll understand things a little better.
I didn't need to understand.
Ah.
I knew exactly where I was. Do you know how hard it is when you're doing a freaking Star Wars campaign and I have to freaking set up how many different types of places you guys can go? I have actual brothels instead of the one place that is nicknamed the brothel.
I have a brothel ready for y'all. You choose to go there.
Yeah, well, I'm a cat.
So
I will walk past it.
ChatGPT prepared a brothel for us.
Fair.
Oh god, there's an attack. No, there's... Oh no, I still have a black screen and a pause screen.
Really?
I can see everything. Yeah, I just have black. It's just dark.
Shouldn't be. Try
If you tell me to refresh the page, I have.
Okay. Okay, configure. Lighting. Token vision is off. Configure global illumination, I guess. Instead of dim.
Yeah, I'll just fully close it and see if I can.
Apply that. Try that. Maybe.
So I feel really bad about Arconis now because I was looking through the archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lumberjack.
Ah.
I went, well, that's later, but I see where my fate lies.
I remember how to do this.
Madam, put your dress back on. Your kids do not need to be suntanned.
But why not?
But they don't. Freaking back in that time, if you were white powdered covered, you were rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, this is the Shackles. This is pirate land. So, you know, people being out and well-sunned.
Yes, nobody cares.
Yeah, you gotta, I mean, if you are white powder covered, you gotta be out to show off the goods to bring in the customers.
Well, not even that. Like, if you're white and powdery, well, then you don't do the work that everyone else here does, so you kind of stand out a bit.
See, you have a point, but you also don't, because it's
Oh
also a
my
flex.
gosh.
Hmm.
Dude, so first off, good morning, you beautiful buttholes. Second off, um,
Are you mad
I
at me
just-
because I keep making you play for 4 hours after midnight?
I go into YouTube to find some good ambiance music, and I click on a video that I think is like, oh yeah, this is the one. This is good. And then I have it up on my screen, and then I open up the session, and it's the same screen.
Oh, nice.
You're kidding.
Dude, I swear to God, like
Yo, wait, hold on.
Same art, same default art.
same
hold on,
exact thing.
Let me join
Awesome.
and watch together.
It's it's the same thing, just mirrored.
Oh my gosh,
Crazy.
it is.
Yeah.
It
What are the
frickin'
chances?
is. That's great. I love it.
Beautiful art. I love it.
Yeah.
We were just talking about, like, I logged on and the first thing I saw was fucking this lady dragging a dude by a rope off to the side, and then
See
they
Hose
pointed out
McGee
to
over
me.
here.
Yeah, and then they were started pointing out to me, hey, look at the look what kind of building that is. Look at the color of those lights.
The red
I
lanterns.
wonder what happens there. And then I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And then we
Homeboy's
saw
feeling it this
the
morning right here.
yeah, homeboy.
Yeah, I
this
mean,
morning.
there's a few markers.
Yeah, and then there was the fucking naked lady or topless lady sitting on the docks, sunbathing.
I
And
have a
then
feeling
we
Korean is
realized
gonna
where the
go
fuck
here.
we landed.
Okay. Keep in mind.
It's okay. I'm waiting for everyone to have their own little journeys on the town, and then I just have basically my BMO adventure.
How do I
Kind of.
add? Open API documentation. Okay, none of those are what I'm looking for. Where's Chris? Is Chris here yet? No, that's James.
Useless.
I know. Everybody
Maybe
needs
just-
James.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He did that to me yesterday or Thursday too.
That was perfect.
Welcome back. Yeah, no, he logged on yesterday because I was eating dinner and I logged into the chat just to kind of like so I didn't miss it when people started getting on. Oh, hello, Nikki. Sorry. Let's predict how many criticals will be thrown at Connor today. Connor, he's betting.
yeah.
Dude, that's
He's
a
betting on you
perfect
catching
new
3 of them.
game.
Oh my
That's a
god.
fantastic new game.
I like it. I dig it. Let's do
Call it
it.
6.
But yeah, I was sitting there eating my dinner, and James shows up, and I was like, "Why are you early? You're not supposed to be here yet. I'm still eating my dinner." And he's like, "Oh, sorry," and just left. And he didn't come back. He just left. And then when he finally logged back on for the actual game, I was like, "Where the fuck did you go?" He's like, "I was letting you eat your dinner." Dick.
I was.
You sure were.
So we have to discuss when I get back in January, well, December.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in Maryland for like, well, between Maryland and Pennsylvania for like a month and a half before I go back to North Carolina. Probably like a month, let's call it, before I go back to North Carolina. And God only knows I can't actually be with family for a month.
Mm-hmm.
because I'd rather submit myself to strenuous forms of torture. So the three of us need to plan a road trip to everybody else so we can do a live session.
Interesting.
You're not driving to Canada, you moron.
Well, obviously, you're going to drive to us. Don't be ridiculous.
So where are we doing this at? Because
I don't know. I feel like it'd be the most sense to all meet in like New York because
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
it's closer for the only one it would be a major problem for would be Chris, because Texas.
We'll go pick him up on the way.
Yeah. we'll just loop around.
Just make a quick stop.
Sorry, I was
Ah, there he is.
one of our players in Descent into Avernus decided to
Descended
piss
to
off
Avernus.
Zariel.
Oh, good. Good.
So yeah, pretty much actually.
Yeah.
And like basically because what's going on is like we're working for her, right?
Mhm.
And we haven't had an extreme loss yet. And Zariel is basically the person who has. So this person who's nominally good, right, and is taking the good road, the good high road,
Nerd.
said, I'm, you know, I hope you understand that we're the good guys and we're trying to do good and be good. And Zariel's like, thank you for your honesty.
Killed him.
But that's it. But we have other things to do. You know, I'm still in charge here. And he's like, that was like an affront to his ego. So he's like, I mean, yeah, you're in charge, but we haven't had a loss yet.
Ah.
Gets him every time.
Yeah, it sounds like a challenge.
So
Yeah.
the DM was asking me, you know, what do I think about that? And I was just basically like, I mean, he pissed off the prince of the like
Prince of all Saiyans.
yeah. I mean, you piss off an archdude of hell. I mean,
Yeah, some shit's gonna happen.
About to go down.
And the player himself, he's not trying to be like that guy that's like I'm gonna throw the whole party under the bus situation.
He's not that guy, pal.
He's not a James.
He's not that pal friend.
He's not
I'm
that
not
guy,
that
pal.
guy. You're not that
But-
guy.
But the
You're
DM
not
was
that
asking
guy.
me, and I was just
I've
like,
never
I mean,
thrown the game
just,
off ever.
just kill him.
I am
I mean,
that
Yeah.
That's what's gonna have to happen here.
I don't understand. I don't understand what your hesitation.
So like that's where they ended. Is they're just like he disrespected Prince of Hell, and that's where they ended.
Yep.
Oh, excellent.
Cliffhanger.
So basically, we'd be coming back to it.
I feel like maybe not kill him immediately, but like torment might be a thing.
Yeah, but like the character sheet would be taken,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and the player is
At least tell him to make it
already.
temporary.
The player has 100% already agreed to it, and I think it's happening because the player feels like the rest of us being like not actual good guys is like not working.
Got
The
it.
chemical balance is off.
Mhm.
Like it's time. Well, it's more like it's time to stop pretending. Is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Like
Like
either
him
you
or you
guys-
all.
Like I like you guys either decide that we're all good guys or we're not.
Maybe this will light a fire under your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, quick question. How do I add an API to Foundry?
Oh God.
Probably not a quick answer.
Oh, what do you need?
I have an API key for World Anvil that will just import the journal entries over to here, so y'all can see them directly.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I believe in you, buddy.
It's
Yes.
fine. It's not
It
a.
sounds like it's flavor requirement, not actual requirement.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but you know, if you happen to know how to do it, I'll just drop that on you. That's the key. If and or when you figure it out, cool. Until then, let's go ahead and get started.
There's a module for that.
Just like there's a feat for that.
I'll go get it.
I believe in you, buddy.
I don't know if it'll work, but I'll go get it.
Oh shit! What is this?
Is Ruben not coming?
Auto mod.
He's
Held up.
COVID out.
He's sick.
I'm assuming he's shut down.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's really log.
Wow, auto mod flagged Zog.
Yeah.
Alright.
For the word Zog.
Yeah,
You've been zogged. Yeah.
you've been zogged, I guess. House builder
What
today
does
since
that
I
word
can.
mean?
I don't know. I can take actual fighter feats, and damn, there's some good defensive ones.
See?
Yep, there are really good defensive fighter feats.
If
Is
you
this on
guys get
Twitch?
kicked out, I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm a criminal. It's okay. We're all just chilling on a landing page. Yeah, it was on the Twitch chat.
I'm enjoying.
Yeah,
Ah,
I have Twitch out,
I
but
see
it
it
just
now.
doesn't come in.
You see what now?
Why it would flag Zog.
I
Is it a
is it
bad
a
word?
slur?
It's an acronym for a white supremacist group.
Ah,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense then.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How dare you, Nikki? Shame on you, criminal.
He's a
That's
supremacist, I guess, of the fighter variety.
Whoops.
Whoops.
All right. So, for a quick recap, you all have had a rather adventurous past week or so, coming together in a small seaside village, being kind of roped into a pirate crew, coming back to find that small seaside village absolutely burning down. You saved a few people, gathered a few people for your crew, because, well, the crew that you had been roped into abandoned you, disappeared, got murdered. No one's really sure, but they're not here anymore. So you fleshed out your own crew. You started making your way across the high seas, and for your first raid, we'll call it, found a nice little abandoned ship, took the loot that was inside, fought off a horde of sea demons, also known as Sahuagin, and then began giving chase to a yellow-sailed ship from Okino. That chase led you here, to this little village, well, little-ish village, by the name of Port Seabreeze. You made some deals with the shipwright there for repairs of your own vessel, improvements, repairs and improvements to the other vessel that you had brought in, and potential modifications to turn that into a sailing or a merchant vessel. And now you are just here in the town. You have at minimum a couple of days. But if my understanding is correct, you also plan to stick around and try and deal with the slaver threat here. Try and embed yourselves in the town and potentially use this as a port of call.
Porta potty.
Port of potty indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So-
Create actors. World info. Okay. All right. Did that part.
But with all of that, what's the party up to?
I'm sorry, everybody. I have to.
I think
I have to stop game.
Yeah, they were in fact Sahuagin. They're much, much scarier in this.
I believe me and Simon were off to the tavern.
Okay.
Yep.
Julia was joining.
Shuya's joining as
Shuya
well.
was joining.
All right. It is not hard to find. You make your way off the docks I've lost connection to the server, attempting to
I
reestablish.
told you, I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know. You make your way down the main street, if you will, off the docks, and you start to see there's not too much in the way of residential here. The docks are chock full of warehouses. You see people all over. Most of them fishermen, it would seem. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Hold on one second.
Bless you.
Oh, that was a big one. Keep in mind, I believe Ruben's guy was making preparations to start. Yes, he is. You see quite a few shops and such once you get past that main initial dock area, and the road kind of loops around and starts to go up a hill, and you can see the residential spaces up top, and right there in the center where the main road loops, you come across a place listed as the Rusty Anchor Tavern. And it is trying so hard.
No, I had to restart it twice. I had to restart it to get it to have the thing, and then restart it to activate the module. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now we have module.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good now.
But yeah, you open up the main door to the tavern. Very warm and cozy kind of vibe to it. Well lit with a nice relaxing kind of background sounds to it. A lot of chatter, some like light music being played. Very clean but very busy, and it's probably intentionally kept that way. You see a small halfling man behind the bar setting up drinks and whatnot. A lady behind him in the kitchen area, accompanied by a younger boy, probably in his mid-teens, and running around the outside, or out where all the customers are, is a single barmaid, probably also in her mid to late teens, kind of running drinks and food back and forth.
Okay. All the things should be there now. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what exactly was supposed to be dragged over, but all the things should be there now.
Oh, that is so fucking cool. Okay. So, if you all go to your journal now, you should have a little button. It just says WA.
No, it's DM only.
Oh, it's
DM
only for me? Okay.
Yeah, you can make it available for us, but
Okay.
it's DM only.
How do I import the
Also,
article?
in the either in the PCs or the crew box, can we get a party loot thing?
Yeah, I can go set it up. Hold on.
Thank you.
While he's working with that, I can set that up for us.
Okay, and then if I go to here, configure ownership, all players observers. Did you all just get a new journal entry?
Yep.
Wow.
That's so fucking cool. Oh, I love it.
Whoa.
I'm a fan.
Got it.
I am a fan.
Yo.
Now, I want to point something else
Side
out to you,
content?
Adam.
Mhm.
Just to throw out there. There is also a way to make merchants
Really?
that you can buy from. Party loot. Yeah, if you look at the party loot that I just made.
Mhm.
Oh geez, I fucked it up. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Create actor. If you turn it into a loot and look at the top right where it says loot on the sheet
Oh
itself.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
play with that.
Yeah, so you can make things buyable to everybody if you need to.
Hey, Nick, you
So
got a
that we don't
Golding.
actually have to like ask you how much and everything like that. It'll just be there and available.
That's pretty sweet.
That's really cool.
Now Josh is probably going to be the one that's new to this. So if you look at the bottom, there's now a party loot thing. Technically, we're not supposed to use this as like a carrier.
Well, we could say, or we could have the party loot just be called,
Like the ship or something.
yeah,
like
the
that.
ship, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I have a bunch of things, like especially on Callum, that are equipment that he keeps on the ship that he doesn't keep on his person, because he has like
Actually-
5 different sets of artisan tools.
Actually, now that you bring that up, let me just make the ship.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, make the ship your party loot. Boom.
Part of the ship. Part
No,
of
no,
Part
no,
of
no.
the
I just
crew.
made a.
Oh, you made a vehicle.
I
Holy
made a
damn.
vehicle.
Can the vehicle can have its own inventory?
I see it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Let me configure ownership.
Man, Foundry's so cool. I
players,
wish somebody
there you
had tried
go.
to get us to use it earlier.
Man,
I
if
don't-
only.
I wish.
I can't believe nobody tried to let you guys. You know.
It's a shame, really.
Don't we have a bunch of money that we can put in the party loot right now? Never mind.
Again, the
We-
party loot is actively not a place to put loot. We can put it on the ship, but
It's like-
it's really a place for
It's-
Adam.
For me to
To
like
put,
drop
like-
stuff, and then you guys
Yeah.
disseminate it to yourselves.
Yeah. So like, let's say what Adam can do is like, let's say there was a big fight, right? And he had a bunch of people have a bunch of loot on it. He can like highlight all the characters that have loot on them, or whoever he wants them, we want to loot, and all the items on those characters will be dragged into the party loot.
So, for example, if let's drag out some humanoids. Let's drag you. You guys remember these faces? And you. Okay. Now we go to your character sheet. Let's make sure you have an inventory. Good. Okay. If I were to close this, go to party loot. So that, select all 3, and loot selected tokens. Boom, boom, boom. Loot selected tokens. Now look in the party loot.
Nice.
Yep. So you guys can then go through and pull those from the party loot to your own character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
This is awesome.
You know what's not awesome?
What?
Go ahead.
Having a legendary heavy helmet that I need with freedom, shirking fort, and resilience have
Gross.
10 focus on it.
Gross. That is not awesome. You are correct.
I know. I'm literally just sitting here organizing some storage, and I see that. I'm like, you motherfucker.
That is very unfortunate.
It is the perfect helmet, except for 10 points. Hey.
So, bar crew, what you doing?
Simon is notably, I would say not notably nervous. He is nervous, but he's attempting to not show it. He is, however, pretty obviously like just dead set on watching Karina to make sure that she doesn't get us into God knows what. Which I know would never happen.
No, of
Never
course
would.
not.
Literally never happened.
Question:
Mhm.
Did all the crew members have the 15 gold to start with?
Should have, yes.
Okay, just making sure because you told us don't give them gear until like later, technically.
Oh yeah, that was you gathered up that gear on the captured ship.
Okay,
Got it.
so we had the money, just not the gear.
Mhm.
Got it.
Mhm.
So Shuya is going to slither on over to the bar and like, kind of like, prop herself up against it and say, "Can I have a drink?"
He like looks up. He gets like a momentary wide eye, and then he composes himself. Hey, sure, I can get you that. Anything you would prefer.
Some hard stuff, please.
That's my kind of lass. All right, kind of shuffles around behind the bar, starts like pulling different stuff out, holds up 2 bottles, and he looks over. Oh, how expensive are we thinking? Are we going all out today, or just enough to keep you going for the night?
No, I just want to have a little buzz right now.
Maybe we can do that. And he puts the.
As she's like kind of like trying to kind of play up the innocent factor. I was accosted by horrible creatures on the sea, you see.
That's a shame. Just pulls out the left hand bottle, starts pouring out a shot, slides it over. You know, that's actually not the first I've been hearing of that. There's been some strange coming and goings lately.
Yes. There's a lot of strange comings and goings, really. My captain, oh, bless him. He saved me from a horrible burning village. And I just need to repay him somehow. Do you think you could help me?
That sounds like you've got a good one on your team then. Yeah, what you have in mind?
And she leans in close. It's these slavers. I don't think he likes them very much. And I'd like to know anything that I can about them.
Kind of gets a little bit grim around the face. Go ahead and make an impression for me, please.
Sure. What is that? A diplomacy?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not good at it. Yeah, she's not good at it.
Yeah, he kind of gets real stony faced for a second. I'm sorry, lass. I don't know as much about that as maybe some of the others in town. It's really best if I keep my nose out of that kind of business.
Oh, I understand. What if I entertain some of your guests for a little while? Maybe you'll answer my questions after that and the drink?
He looks over at his two children working in the bar. Just keep it mostly above bar, and sure, we can reconsider.
I wouldn't do anything to offend. And how many bar goers are there?
You're probably sitting in a room of about 20 to 30 at the moment.
Okay. I would like
Chris really
to...
getting into sexy snake mommy.
Yeah.
I would like to do a performance, but I'm not sure how that works in this system. Let me go see real quick.
Let's see here.
I mean,
Go
there's
actions.
a performance check, but if you're asking
yeah.
for a performance, Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Oh, jeez. This is where we starting. Yep. Sexy mama snake roll.
Oh, the gifts. Oh God, the gifts
it's already begun.
already started.
Oh gosh! Oh yes, XCOM.
Mhm.
The
That's-
XCOM GIF.
That's got to be modded XCOM though, right?
No.
No.
That's actually that's XCOM
That's
2.
legit.
It's legit XCOM 2 with one
Yeah.
of the DLCs.
Oh, that might be why.
It's a game that I never actually played and really need to.
There was
XCOM 2?
Lo-
I haven't.
Oh, no, that's
love
the
games like
that's
that.
the base.
No, that's
the base.
oh wait, yeah, no, that's
Base.
base game. Because that's what the
What the hell are you going on
what's
about?
it turned into? The Thin Men turned into that.
The Thin Men are actually those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did everybody else just miss the most Canadian thing ever? I don't know what you're going on about, eh?
I haven't
Thank you, David. Thank you.
played through XCOM 2, but there was another one. XCOM. It was like a word. Yeah, there was like XCOM 1, XCOM 2, and then XCOM something. And it wasn't a numbered one. It was
Chimera Squad.
no. I don't remember. But it was super fun.
There's XCOM Enemy Within.
That
Is
one.
that what you're talking about?
That's the one.
Enemy
That's the
Within,
first-
and then there's XCOM 2.
Oh, okay.
Enemy Within is the DLC for
Yeah,
XCOM
it's
1.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, okay, that's hold on. If we're going way back, there is an XCOM 2, but that's like the old like 2000s game, like
That's the Commodore
1990s.
64 shit.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
the
XCOM Enemy Within. That one was good as fuck.
XCOM Enemy Unknown is technically the first game in like the modern XCOM stuff, and then it's XCOM Enemy Within, and then XCOM 2, and XCOM War of the Chosen, XCOM, there's a bunch of the DLCs attached to XCOM 2.
Gotcha. Yeah, Enemy Within was the one I
Definitely
played.
that. I can introduce you guys to the oldest of them all and go to Xenonauts.
Uh-huh.
It was okay.
So,
How
back
far
on
back
track.
You wanna fucking go, kids?
Chris, what kind of
I
performance
need
are
a
you doing?
token. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to do an acrobatic dance.
Okay.
So
There you go.
basically what she's going to be doing is like a lot of like moving into the rafters and like perhaps using her tail to serve people from
Mhm.
like
Serve
Wait,
people.
Wait. Is Alberti there? Alberti can start playing a flute and be like a snake charmer.
Alberti stayed on the ship.
Oh, god dang it.
How could
Oh,
you?
wait, hold on.
Oh.
He didn't have. There was no reason that he had to, right?
No, there wasn't. He was just there.
Oh, he's definitely there then. Yeah.
Jack was just staying on the ship to talk more with
Oh gosh.
what's
Yeah,
the
for
guy-
some
what the
reason
fuck
I
What
is-
did I just find?
Yeah,
Whoa.
don't type in sexy snake.
Whoa.
Don't type in sexy
Hey,
snake.
yo.
Yikes.
Some things I wish I never saw.
You're supposed
I'm
to
gonna
delete
delete
that.
that.
That's a safer word.
Well then,
You put that somewhere else, my friend.
Gift game on point, guys.
I literally just typed
Check
in
the link
snake
tree.
charmer and that fucking popped up.
Oh, I typed that in when I typed in sexy snake.
Let's never talk
Okay.
about that ever
Yeah.
again. That was not what I was intending to do.
Well,
Not at all.
know
Yeah,
what you all
I'm
are
gonna
talking
roll a
about.
perform real quick, you know.
Alberti, if you'd like to roll a performance to aid.
Yep. Part of the crew. Where's skills? There we are.
By the way, Adam,
Mhm.
if you're wondering like why they kicked her out, this is why.
Surprisingly
enough?
low.
Unfortunately, no. That's
Okay.
Plus
It's a 20,
11.
right?
Yeah. Plus 11 on your performance. Okay, go off, Alberti. Nice.
I mean,
Okay.
I almost chose to take 10.
Oh yeah, if you have assurance, you can just succeed at help checks now.
Yeah, I do have assurance, yeah.
That is free perform help checks from Alberti. That's interesting.
It is. My ability is.
10 plus your proficiency bonus.
Is it
So
4?
if you,
yeah, you can use assurance going forward if you have it.
Yeah, you default to 21.
No,
Yep.
you don't.
No. If you use assurance, you default to 21.
Because it doesn't add your ability modifiers.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be 17.
yeah, it's close.
Oh. That's not as good as I thought it was. Okay.
No, it is great.
It's
just need to
good.
get there.
Yeah. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's good, especially when you get into the higher level stuff, but it's not as good as I thought it was.
I am trained in it, but it is a +4.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
okay.
believe in
All
you.
right, sorry.
Oh, God. Yeah. That'll do it. It's just an action, so over the course of, the next drink or two, you have enthralled the majority of the bar.
Yeah, I mean...
Shocking,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little hard to imagine on that one.
Ooh la la.
You demonstrate only incompetence. God.
All right.
And it's funny because it actually makes total sense that I wasn't able to help you as well as I normally would be able to, because Alberti has also like never seen Shuya in this fashion, and so he himself is a little enthralled.
The Sailor Moon. Okay.
Yeah, so she's just like, doing a bit of a performance, seeing if anybody will spare any tips or anything like that. Or, spare any tips or anything like that.
Yeah, throughout the course of the night, you and your party drink for free. Between Finnegan being impressed and kind of cutting the cost of everything, and the various patrons throwing tips in your direction, the tab stays paid off.
Who else is here, by the way?
I am.
You, Alberti, Karina, and Simon.
Simon.
Yep.
Anybody
Theo
else?
is doing something else at the moment.
Theo's off doing something else.
And
Jack's
Caleb
on the
was
ship.
Arconis is on a journey.
Yeah.
Callum is with the ship. Callum is definitely with the ship, or with the broken ship, doing like some kind of repair, starting like the basic work and stuff.
Mhm.
And Theo's off at the moment, trying to find a blacksmith to help him reforge his armor.
Wouldn't
Reforge
you
some
know?
armor that he's got.
All right. Then I'm gonna take the time to. I want to use this as like my assistance to gather information.
Okay.
Because she's not exactly the brightest tool in the shed, if you understand.
Fair enough.
So anybody would like to gather information, this is your shot.
Yeah, Alberti. So Simon and Alberti have, strangely enough, kind of taken, not like taken to each other, as in like super old close friends kind of thing. More so along some like similarities. Hey, we're both super short. And
Hey, you're short. I'm short. Let's hang out.
yeah, this is cool, right? Short gang.
Okay.
So my short kings are strolling the streets, and Simon mentions about how he comes from the woods and is not used to this many people, and it's super interesting to him. And Alberti just happens to mention something along the lines of like, well, hey, with what we're doing, you can use that to your advantage. People don't seem to pay too much attention to us, so don't feel like you won't stick out, and make sure that you're using your height to your advantage, kind of thing. So between the two of them, they're kind of Simon mostly sticking around Karina, but Alberti is kind of like using the short king vibes and slipping in and out of conversations he probably shouldn't be a part of and stuff like that.
Okay.
The short king vibes.
Go ahead and let's do I think it's a gather information, which I believe is a perception check. No, it's a diplomacy check. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy from Alberti.
Can he have a +1?
Mm-hmm. Sure can, because he's got the warm help.
There we go.
Okay. So you get a few little tidbits here and there. A lot of roll on back. So a lot of the locals are a little bit put off at the moment, because most of their crafters, most of the people, the merchants here in town, are actually kind of behind. Some sort of custom orders that have been coming in, and it's slowing down all of the regular run-of-the-mill stuff that they would need to, like Thorgrim, for example, can't even make a goddamn hoe at the moment because he just got commissioned for a whole bunch of metal saps. Like, what is that?
Who needs like this many metal saps? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's downright weird. What hey, who's the order on that?
I don't know, man. He didn't really get into specifics with me. Like, he seemed really rushed and didn't want to take a whole lot of time. His apprentice talked me out of the shop and was just like, basically come back later. I don't know, man.
I tell you, the people around here sometimes, they just come in, they come out so fast. You never get half a name from them. And then they just wonder why we're so upset when they bail on us halfway through.
Downright inconsiderate, honestly.
I know, man. I feel you. He just kind of like weaves his way back into another one, and he's bopping and he's weaving and he's.
I think like anytime he's like having a discussion with somebody, Shuya's like right next to him, sliding a drink in, not trying to like invade on the conversation, just
keep the vibes up.
Mm-hmm.
Respectable. Karina.
So where the slavers were docked, like, do they have their own little thing going on over there, it looked, or do they actually come to the town? Like, were they heading towards the town?
You didn't get a whole great look.
Right.
You were a couple miles out, but it definitely looked like they had their own little setup going.
Okay. Then
God is displeased by the slavers.
the
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
the barkeep didn't feel comfortable talking, did he?
No, he seemed off-put.
I guess I shouldn't go charming people because they know if I do that, I might not like it. Then yeah, I guess I'm just gonna ask around too and try and figure out, like, do they come around here? Do they stay over there, keep to themselves? If they do come around here, where do they go?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a diplomacy for me. Gather information. Be right back. 1 second.
Hold on, 'cause I think I have a thing. No, that's for different thing. Okay. Let me see. Solid,
Not bad.
solid.
Not bad.
I actually
He's
did
still
the
away.
measurements on Shuya. He like actually stands like 7'1" tall, like without the tail.
Dang.
Like to the point where where she can't like actually stand taller
Wow.
using her tail. And she is 279 pounds. She is a big girl.
Mommy.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, in addition to Thorgrim being basically SOL with this SAP commission, you also hear tell that Abigail, the seamstress in town, is also out of commission, which is exceptionally frustrating because she's the only one that can fix like clothing that gets ripped or torn.
Right.
And she's out of commission not because she's making clothes, but because she's
She
making...
gets stolen?
No, she's making nets. She got a huge commission for a bunch of nets. And people are pissed off about that.
I wouldn't assume I know where she got that commission from.
You actually do.
Cool.
The rumor on the street, the word that you hear, is that it was from somebody named Isabella Cortez.
Have I heard that name before?
Make a... say an underworld. If you have underworld lore.
I have legal and sailing.
Legal's not bad.
Yeah, I'll say legal. I'll buy that for a copper piece.
Sure. Ooh, not as good.
No, unfortunately, no. That's a new one for you.
Okay. What was the name again?
Isabella Cortez.
Oh, society is the check that you normally roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like history people checks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what society is for.
Gotcha. She also
my
frequently
society
goes
is
by
the
the
same.
name Izzy.
Okay. So Izzy. Got it. Am I able to do something while I'm doing this as well?
Yeah, I mean, depends on what it is, but yeah.
I would like to also sow rumor
Okay.
and tell of a heroic band of mercenaries that's come to rid this island of slavers.
All right. What is so rumor?
Boop.
Perfect. Spread rumors which may takes as long as it normally would to Gather information. Okay. I figure y'all are probably going to be here for the majority of the day, so I'm good with that.
Mhm.
You're attempting to overtake a particular popular. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your...
I think you have to roll a secret deception.
I sure do. Would you look at that?
If would there be a way for Alberti to assist in that?
Yeah, between...
Using-
Oh, I also need a glass of water for Peach. But that's, fine.
Julia thinks Peach is absolutely adorable.
Nice.
A kindred spirit.
A kindred
Peach.
spirit.
Peach, on the other hand, thinks she's a monster. She needs to hide.
Terrified. Yeah. She'll probably eat him in his mind at some point.
What are you using, Alberti?
Whenever I hear, whether it be from Karina or whether it be from somebody else saying something about that, just kind of chipping in of just like, oh yeah, I've heard of them too, kind of thing. I actually saw one the other day. And just kind of assisting in the playing it up to be a little bit more than maybe Karina intended.
Okay.
Use the reverse psychology.
Performing a good show.
Go for it.
Be like, it's just a bunch of mercenaries. They're always bad. That kind of.
Would you prefer deception for that?
Yeah, I think deception is probably the go-to there.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Just
Wait,
he has the help
plus
from
one.
Shuya.
Hey yo.
Look at that. Why can't I modify this circumstance bonus? Off?
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Fuck it, we'll just do a status bonus. It's fine. It'll work out the same.
There
Boom.
might be already one in there.
Normal.
Is there already a circumstance? Yeah, is there already a circumstance?
Oh. You know, I even took the extra effort to give you guys a border to the professional side of me said a border for you all to write notes in, but I knew better. I put a border on there for you to draw these dicks in, and you still drew the dicks on the map.
Goodness.
Damn it, James!
Sorry.
Hey, don't bring all the rest of us into it. We know exactly who fucking drew that shit.
To be drunk is to find a new spectrum.
Innocent till proven guilty.
Who's throwing fucking Sun Tzu quotes in the corner? Oh my
Sometimes
goodness.
you just need them,
Oh, there's the other dick. All right. Back to the center of the map. As far as you can tell, it is catching like wildfire. Everybody is talking about this.
Good.
That actually might not be that good, though.
No, well,
This
I
may
figure
backfire
if
very quickly.
anything, it'll get the slavers to come for us, so we're not fighting them.
Yes,
In their
I
territory.
agree with you, but also.
But also, wait, stop. Simon, since you're kind of there just keeping an eye on everybody, making sure they don't fuck around, go ahead and make
If they do, they definitely find out.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Hi. Simon, as always.
Simon, as always.
Oh.
There are
Goodest boy.
a couple of people that stand out a little bit as you're watching all of this, right? One stands out by lack of standing out, if that makes sense. Like, they're trying so hard to blend in that you
exactly.
reading the crowd are like, sketchy. Slim humanoid figure, under a pretty hefty cloak. It's definitely a travel cloak, so it's not like out there, but with how they're trying to blend in, you can tell it's also to, shield their identity a little bit. And a relatively slight woman, tan skin, black hair. Both of them are keeping an ear to the ground as these rumors start kind of ripping around the tavern.
Do they have drinks at their table?
Yes.
And me clocking them, have they necessarily clocked me, or...
Well, you know what?
Inconspicuous enough to them.
I can check that. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, please.
Height?
Be ready.
Oh. Okay, so that one can't win. I actually don't even think either of them are capable of that, but let's make sure. Oh, maybe.
Now remember, you're beating their perception.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, their perception DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. They don't seem to have caught on yet.
I'm gonna kind of skitter my way up to the bar and try and find one of those serving trays that they're using.
Mm-hmm.
And super sweet and innocent to the guy, just be like, "Hey, could I borrow this really quick? I want to clean up some of the glasses on my table."
Oh, no need, my friend. Saoirse takes good care. Saoirse.
I just grab it and be like, "Okay, thanks."
You notice as he
has moved into in front of him.
Yeah, he turns to tell you that his daughter is doing a great job, and she's just hands under her chin, just kind of completely zoned in on Alberti as he's telling the tales of these mercenary captains. She is starstruck. He looks back and you're already gone. He's like, well, at least someone's doing it, I guess.
I go over to my table and grab the beer that I have been so gingerly nursing because one beer would probably kill me. And I put it on there. It's still relatively full. And I come over to their table. I say, "Hey, somebody wanted to put this in for you guys, so let me just take yours really quick." And I grab their cups and I pull them off and I put this in on there. It's on the house. I couldn't tell you who it was, but sorry you got to share it. I can bring you another one if you want.
So they're at separate tables.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go to the guy.
Okay. He, as soon as you tell him that, immediately grabs the glass in front of him and just kind of holds it up. And he does not seem interested in taking anything on the house.
Oh, well, okay. Hey, sorry, mister. I was just doing my job. And just kind of walk away.
Doesn't say anything, just kind of nods a little bit. Sits, kind of shrinks back into his chair a bit.
And then I'll just go back to what I was doing. I'll just return I will actually, in fact, clean up a few glasses. I will put my cup back on my table.
Fair enough.
And then I'll go back to the bar.
Make it look convincing. I dig it.
Yep.
All right. Well, as you all have your eve of mirth and merry, Theo, what you doing, buddy?
So Theo is going to be going off to find a blacksmith that he can talk to and try and start getting his old armor fixed up.
Okay.
He has a set of
broken and unfitting Grey Maiden plate from his mother that he's looking to get repaired and fixed up. So he'll go find a blacksmith.
All right. So it's not hard to find, and if you look in the notes, the blacksmith has been added for you. You come up to the iron anvil, and it is absolutely just fury of motion inside. It even, like, you walk in and it still takes them a moment to even notice you, as both of them are, like, there's a relatively short for a dwarf, but very heavily built dwarf with a just long red bearded braid, completely bald on the top, hand over scars. Definitely someone who has been working for a long time, and kind of like helming everything in control, and a rather slight humanoid individual, human individual, running back and forth, grabbing him their tools and necessary raw materials and things of that nature. And the dwarf Thorgrim doesn't even look up as you come in. He just continues on what he's doing, completely focused in. But the human, his apprentice, looks up, and they run over to you, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, hi. What can we do for you today?"
Hi, I am Theodoric Lysagang. I'm from the ship that just pulled up recently. I'm looking to have a set of very precious armor to me repaired. And he'll like reach into his bag and pull out the Grey Maiden plate and lay it down. It belonged to a family member of mine and was passed down to me, and I would like to have it repaired and refitted to fit me. I was hoping that you would be able to do that, and I was wondering how much that would cost, and I'm sure that working with a piece such as this, I'm sure that you can tell as a smith, this is a very delicate and very intricate piece of plate mail. I would hope that you could even learn something from it as well in helping me repair it and restore it. And Theo would like to make an impression.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it's not letting me do the thing. Let me drag my token out.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Now I
Yeah,
can
I'm
click.
just gonna go ahead and do that for everybody, just in case.
Yeah.
This seems to be a
Make
thing
an
that we all
impression.
need.
And I will make my diplomacy check. 19.
Okay. They reach out and kind of like grab for the plate and then stop. And they're like, "Oh wow, yeah, welcome to Port Seabreeze. Nice to meet you. My name's Avery. This is wow. I mean, can I? You mind?" And they like reach out to take it from you.
Please. I would hope that you would learn something from this sort of craft as well. I imagine that blacksmiths as yourselves would enjoy working with such a unique piece. As far as I know, they only produced these types of armor in my homeland for the previous monarch.
Yeah. Wow, that's and just for my own reminder, Grey Maiden plate. Is there anything specific to that, or is it just regular full plate?
It is plate mail, but instead of having a strength requirement of 18, it has a strength requirement of 16.
Okay, cool.
But other than that, it's exactly the same as regular plate mail, except for the obvious fact that it's only been produced in Corvosa for the previous queen, Iliosa, when she was, basically building out her Praetorian. Iliosa! Building out like her Praetorian guard, essentially.
Got it.
Her Grey Maidens, as her elite guard were called.
So they kind of like pull it over. Wow, it's so, like, it's as strong as you would expect, but it's so light. Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's, okay. So I have bad news, right? We are currently booked out, but I do think Master Thorgrim is gonna want to work on this. So give me like a few minutes. Let me try and convince him, and maybe we can bump some things around. Because honestly, I want to get my hands on this, and like, yeah, just give me a few minutes, please. And they grab the plate and they run back to the forge area. You see the two of them kind of going back and forth for a little bit. And a few moments go by and Thorgrim comes out. So, impressive plate you have. Where did you get something like that?
I got it from my homeland, from my mother, actually. It is a very important piece to me, not just because of its properties and how well crafted it is, but also because of just the connection I have to it, and it was the last gift my mother gave to me before I was sent away. And so I would like it restored. As you can see, it's well, it was only produced in my homeland, you see, and it's been, well, I'm sure you can tell as a mastersmith from the rust on the armor and the rotted straps here and there that it's not been maintained or used for quite some time, and I was hoping to have it repaired and refitted to myself.
It certainly hasn't been maintained very well. Okay, so
I've done the best I can on the travels, but I am no smith, as you can see.
And the seas aren't always kind to metal. We can fix it. I can. I am a little bit behind at the moment. Are you on...
Well, if there's anything I can do to assist, I would certainly be able to. If there's anything I could do and assist as well, I wouldn't simply just ask you to repair my armor just for the experience of working with such a piece. I would obviously compensate you, and would, if you need something else in return, I am a competent warrior. And I am a competent diplomat as well.
That may come in handy. Well, first of all, are you on some sort of time crunch?
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Did we say we were staying here for at least 4 days? Right? We said we're staying here for at least 4 days so Ruben can complete his crafting.
You're an asshole.
That sounds about right.
You're an asshole, Connor.
What?
You're only giving him 4 days to master something that wasn't even figured out in his world?
Oh, the smithy?
I'm not, okay, hold on. First of all, I never said he has to make it right now. I'm asking, how long are we planning to stay in port?
So the slavers have been dealt with.
Yeah.
Because we need a main base at this point.
in that case, Theodoric will say, we plan to stay for at least a few days. We intend to help deal with the slavers that have landed just to the south of here, I believe. My crew and I, of course. So at least several days we'll be here, but if you need longer to work on it, I am sure that we could arrange something.
Make a sense motive for me, please.
Okay.
Sense a motive. Come here, GM screen. I need you still.
Do I not have the sense motive action?
You can
It
just go to the
should
player
be-
screen.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do. There we go.
Okay.
So I'll make I'll send up the blind perception.
Okay. When you mention that, he kind of like freezes up for a moment. You see, he starts like scratching at his beard a little bit more aggressively. And then
Does
he
he seem like he? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. You can finish what you're saying.
like straightens up. And he's, okay, so if we're looking for a couple of days, that's going to be a stretch. Even if I were to move you to the top of the pile, I could get it done in 3 with the help of Avery. But I have a bit of a problem. And
Indeed.
it seems like perhaps you are intent on fixing that problem. So, I will do this. I will work on your plate first, and hopefully you will fix my problem by then, and I won't have to worry about the consequences.
And what is the problem, I might ask? Is it the slavers that I mentioned, or? And also, do I get that from the sense motive that he perked up when I was talking about the slavers?
Yeah.
And yeah, what does he say to
I am
the slave? Yeah.
not, well, particularly able to say anything about that. What I can say, that I was put in for a large commission of multiple non-lethal weapons, usually used for subduing targets. And do with that information what you will.
I see. And I assume there would be more than upset customers should you not finish these commissions on time.
Just kind of like taps the side of his nose.
I believe I understand. Allow me to clear your schedule then, along with my allies. And I thank you, Master Thorgrim.
He
I
turns
look forward
around
to
and
working with
like
you more.
bellows out, Avery, it's time to get to work. And they like almost do a little skip in the back and start firing up the forge.
And Theodoric will make his way out.
All
and
right.
back towards the ship.
Making his way.
Downtown.
Making my way.
All right. Apricot, what journey are you going on, my friend?
Well, I was over there, and now I somehow ended up in the Noble District.
You ended up in the Noble District.
I don't know how I got there, but there's big houses everywhere.
There's a
I don't know
lot.
why I went in.
Okay. So there are 4 major districts here. You have the docks, the residential district, but they call it the lighthouse district, as there is a gigantic lighthouse kind of poking out of it. The merchants district, and then the noble district. And they both have names, but I'm blanking on them right now, so we're just going to pretend like it, right? Let me
Um,
make
hold
this
on.
available to you. Should be in here. There it
Actually,
is.
if
Boom.
I didn't realize it was a noble district. Theodoric would probably make his way towards them then afterwards.
Boom. So I have it all here, and I can actually just pull it out. So the Harbor District, the Docks, the Market District, the Noble District, and the Lighthouse District. As you make your way through the Noble District, there are plenty of obviously standout homes, but it is not hard to miss the. Don't encourage him. Out of the blue, snotty plant voice.
Was someone else heading up there too, or is it just Theo?
Apricot is heading up that way.
Theo would probably be heading that way too after his encounter with the
Okay.
blacksmith.
So you'd be a little bit behind. So Apricot, very easy to point out the largest of the noble homes. And strangely enough, kind of nestled in the middle of all of this. Not by any means ramshackle. It's a very nice construction, but it's not the overt grandeur of the rest of the noble district. You see a building with a red lantern hanging out in front of the door.
I'm casually skipping to the red lantern.
All right.
That is an amazing lantern.
It's a fancy lantern.
I'll just. That's fine. Hello? Hello?
As you like peek in the door, there's a regular like wooden door kind of locking this place to the outside world. But when you open the door, immediately behind it are a set of curtains. And as you push through the curtains, you are in, it almost feels like immediately in a totally different world. Very heavy sense of like incense and perfumes. Very low, dimly lit lanterns. It's a beautiful place. But you start to see a couple of people moving around that, well, they're not very thoroughly dressed. And you, Oh. As you find yourself in the Red Siren.
Interruption, but there's a Golbat for sale in chat right now.
For sale?
Well, seeing how it's impossible to catch these things.
Which is funny because they're usually fucking everywhere.
I know.
I know.
But not her.
There.
Alright, I run in the right place. But I'll come back later. You guys aren't dressed.
I'll let you guys get dressed first. Oh, fair enough.
Oh well, no, that might know things. My charisma's 10. I don't care. I'll walk it.
All right.
Hey, we all got it. Oh, except for. Oh wait, no, yeah, we all got it.
Yeah, let's go. Let me find my list of staff and crew. Nope, too far. Where did they go? I lost my list of staff.
Oh, okay, I'll come back later. It doesn't close right now.
Yeah. What are you looking for? I should start with.
Well, first of all, how many people are actually in the room? Like, Does it seem like it's a very busy place? Does it seem like it's a very overly populated kind of establishment? Does it seem like it's a proper get together? Like as you said, it was almost a different world I walked into. I'm just wondering if am I the first of the day or am I the last of the day?
Neither. There's definitely a few. Oh, there's my list. Okay. There's a few people here, right? Like it's not an empty place, but notably, almost imperceptibly, but once you catch on, it's definitely done by design. There are like curtains and pillows, and the paper walls that you can like unfurl to set up. Like there's enough stuff around the room that is kind of breaking everything off into these secluded little cubbies. And you notice grand total there's about 15 people here. At least 5 of them are staff.
Big sleepover.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Very polite of you.
What the fuck am I doing?
What do I do?
Sorry, I just had a midlife crisis.
You're playing a flower.
Yeah, I know.
But the brothel is what gives him the midlife crisis.
Hey, that's where I had my first one, so.
Fair.
Where did it all go wrong?
What am I doing with my life?
Watch, you're gonna be 50. You're gonna be like, I played a flower when I was younger. I played a flower when I was younger.
Back in my
What was I
prime.
doing? I could have been doing literally anything else.
No, I
And then
chose
you
to be a flower.
And then you'll look back at the stream and be like, "Oh yeah, I was a flower. No, I'm cool with that."
Yeah, it was a good time. People actually enjoyed my flower man, which is unusual. I'm confused. But anyways. I'm gonna try find some information. I want to hear if there was any rumors on if these lovely ladies and people have seen or heard of a great person of healing.
Okay. Go ahead and hit me with a gather information, please.
Okay.
He's done it. He's made use of the brothel.
Do I not have one?
To be fair, I'm sure there's a lot of people who have made use of the brothel, but
Hey,
Fair.
be fair.
Remember, it's a sperm bank.
oh, well,
There it is.
It's a spank bank.
Hey, yo.
It's something.
You're certain that's what you wanted to say?
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes.
So this
you
is
sure
very
about that?
diplomacy check.
And you
I'm
feel it,
great
Mr.
at
Frank?
these guys, don't you worry.
I believe in you.
Oh. Yeah.
Fancy.
Hi, I'm looking for a Hulu. Do you know what it is?
You are kind of pulled to the side by an older lady. Older might not be the right word, but like, mid 40s.
She aged
Um,
like a fine wine.
Oh, absolutely she did. She kind of pulls you into one of the little cubby areas and sits down with you. You are something. Looking for a healer. Have you been to the healer in town?
No, I'm kind of looking for one I heard lots of rumors about, like that's famous.
Well, the most famous healer we have here is Erlis. Well, they're over at the Salubrious Healer, of course. I mean, it just makes sense that they would work there, being as they own it and whatnot. But, are you hurt, darling?
Only emotional.
Well, I don't know that Erlis can do much about that, but, I mean, we kind of specialize in emotional healing here. If you are in need.
Oh, they do have a pretty cool clubhouse.
I'm not sure if I should take that as a yes or a no.
What can I do?
He kind of looks you over a little bit and he's like, honestly, that's a good question. What can you do? I don't know that I have ever assisted someone like yourself.
Who is this hussy and why is she taking my job? I mean,
I am genuinely curious more than anything else. I think I'm inclined to provide a discount. Let's say 5 gold for a session of emotional healing.
Well,
Right. Well, with that,
need to work on that one.
she's gonna do her best to figure out how that works. And we're gonna smash.
Is literally just gonna be sitting on the bed with his scarf off, and he's just gonna be talking the entire time.
I mean, to be fair, that is what Sophia is most searched out for amongst the client or amongst the staff, is because she's a good listener amongst everything else. So, you know, it's the right person for the job, but I don't know if she's going to be able to do the job. She's going to try her best. And we're going to go ahead and smash cut back. Theo, you said you were coming this way as well.
man,
Yeah.
everybody just going to the brothel.
Hey, you guys went to a bar. I went to the classy district and still end up in Scumtown.
Yeah. So Theodoric will make his way towards the nobles' quarter, and instead of going to directly to the brothel, he's gonna kind of take a moment to just brush off the armor that the breastplate that he is wearing, and clean himself up just a little bit as much as he can, and kind of straighten himself out, put on like the noble smile that he was trained into wearing as a since a young kid, and will begin marching through the noble district, not trying to seem like imposing but like trying to just put off an air of, hello, I am here. I don't want to, but like not to try and intimidate anyone, to just try and be like, I am in the area, but I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes. And he's gonna look for the kind of not the tavern that everyone else is at, but the place where the nobles of this area congregate.
Nobility.
Okay.
Yeah, the place where the nobles of this area, like if they have like a particular, like if they have their own like tavern or bar or some equivalent to that in this area, or if it's just kind of like invite only house parties kind of thing.
Go ahead and hit me with either a perception or a gather information.
Okay. Could I make a society check instead? I mean, I could do gather information and diplomacy, or I could do society.
I could ride
one.
with the society. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I think I'll stick with the gather information.
Okay.
Do I have that action? No, I don't.
Just scroll up a little bit. It's up there.
Hold on, I need to pull it onto my sheet. Huzzah! 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 Gather information.
Yeah. He's. Damn.
Yep,
You
I am an expert.
you kind of push around a little bit, not like making yourself aggressively known, but definitely like kind of popping into conversations here and there, and just kind of keeping an ear to the ground. For the most part, it is invite-based house parties, and there's quite a few of those that happen on a regular basis. But there's one thing that doesn't require an invite, and quite a few people are known to stop by. In the Red Siren, in the very back, there's a room. If you go into that room, there's a hatch. You open the hatch, and it will let you down into a basement that most people are not aware exists. Inside of said basement is a gambling den. And a lot of the nobles of the town, to include Mayor Grimsby himself, have some might call it a problem, but a tendency to show up at that gambling den maybe more than they should.
Then, Theodoric will make his way there, I guess. He, with a little bit of disappointment on his face, because he doesn't like gambling, and also he knows he's gonna have to pay the blacksmith, but he'll go down to he'll go down there anyway.
All right.
Make his way into the Red Siren and just kind of still putting on the noble look, using his courtly grace's feet, and talk his way into the gambling den.
All right. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check as you kind of get to where you're like following these instructions. You get to a door downstairs, and it's closed and locked. You go to like open it, and very like old school movie style, a little slot in the door pops open, and they ask for a password, which of course you don't have. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
He'll say, "Greetings, I am Theodoric of House Lysagang. I've only just recently arrived in town and don't want to intrude on any of the other don't want to intrude on any of the established nobility of this land, and would just wish to come to pay my respects. And I will make my diplomacy check. I talky talk.
Okay, Karina, damn.
Yeah.
He kind of looks you up and down for a few moments, and then just slides the little plate closed.
Does he unlock the door or no?
No.
Oh. Perhaps you would allow me in to pay my tithe and share my coin with the play
some games with the fellow nobles of my class inside.
The slot opens up again. Now you're talking the right language. Iron's 50 gold.
Then I will have to acquire some more gold from my ship, as I'm sure you understand, carrying a large purse of gold on my person at all times was not a wise decision. I shall return in some time. Thank you, good sir.
The slot closes again.
And Theodoric will kind of sigh a little bit and head back to the ship, because he don't got that kind of fucking gold on him.
Alright. Smash cut back to the crew at the tavern. How's everyone's night going?
Smash.
Smash and cut.
Smash and cut. In that order.
In that order.
We seen any rabble rousing?
No, everybody's pretty intently focused on Shuya for most of the night.
The guy who, the shady guy, is he still hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Shit. I didn't buy a glass of water for Peach. Peach was heading towards the slaver ship.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Simon, you said you're with Karina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's drinking a nice ale. I don't know, nothing too strong, but something just for social drinking. And she's in the middle of drinking it, and she spits it out, and she's like, shit! And she throws her arm at you, and her senses immediately drop, and she's gonna start looking through Peach.
Okay.
Here we go again.
What is the distance on that? Can you just do that from wherever?
I think so?
Yeah.
Let me check.
That's crazy.
Share senses, right? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
just click the ability.
Yeah. No range, just time.
That's nuts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Conveniently enough, it took Peach a while to get there, but also you forgot about him for a while. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he
a tiny boy.
a tiny boy, and he got 2 miles to cross. So,
But
you
work.
yeah, man, he's getting it done. You zone in, and for a moment, it's like those old the found footage videos where the camera's just shaking all over the place because he is absolutely huffing and puffing trying to finish getting where he needs to be.
Yeah.
But he comes out over the top of a hill, and he looks down into a place known as the Cove.
Let it be known that every now and then in that camera view, you see his tongue just come up and lick his eye like a lizard would do.
Boom, boom, and boom.
Amazing.
So it's a very small, secluded kind of inlet where you can see the yellow-sailed ship is docked, and there's a few relatively ramshackle buildings put together. Most of them have some form of either bar or padlock or something thrown on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it honestly just does not look appealing. You can only see from the hilltop where you're at. Down the hill is thick forest, and then a decent sized drop off the cliffside. on either side of the coves are two very sharp rock protrusions. This is part of what's known as the pirate's teeth. If he were to look up in the sky, you can see there's like a set of stone pillars that look almost like dragon teeth. And off to the right-hand side of him, there's a single path that cuts through the woods and makes it to the cove without actually, dropping off of any crazy cliffs or anything.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't look welcoming, to say the least. But it's definitely busy. There's a lot of movement. He's a little too far away to pick out much in the way of specifics, but there's definitely a lot going on down there right now.
We're heading towards their ship.
Go on, get somebody.
How far away from, how long will it take him to get to the ship?
From the top of the hill, making his way down. That depends. Is he taking the path, or is he going to try and scale some of the terrain?
Well, he can fly, so if he needs to scale some terrain, he can.
Oh, hey, thanks, Mr. Botman.
Fall gracefully.
Tell if I was actually typing. Ooh. What do you mean the user doesn't exist? I see him right there.
Who did it?
Who did he?
Oh, because you spelled it wrong. Bots are getting smarter. Goodbye. Yeah, it would take probably 2 or 3 minutes to get down there.
Okay. He's gonna go down there. I'm gonna pull out for a second. There you go. Because I think I can only use it for up to a minute, but I can use it once every 10 minutes. So gonna get him to start skittering down, and he's gonna head down there. I'm gonna pop out, just look over at Simon thanks, and then go back to normal like nothing happened. And then in 10 minutes do the exact same thing.
All right.
It's funny because Simon was kind of checking and sat there for a minute and was just okay, it might happen again here in a second. And then he really has to pee at some point. And so he just kind of looks at you, looks to the bathroom, looks to you, looks to the bathroom, is like, okay, now's my chance. And as soon as he gets up to walk away is when you just grab him on the top of the head and just sit him back down. He's like, oh, come on.
I really gotta pee.
And yeah, assuming he's down at the ship now. Gonna
Pop back in.
Yep.
Okay. So he gets a pretty good view of everything going on down there right now. And it's busy. Quickly able to pick out at least 3 people that are part of the crew. Just based off of their dress and their apparent take charge of the situation, if you will. You see a human female standing up at the why am I blanking on fucking nautical terms right now? The bow end of the aft end of the ship. Yeah, the helm, where the wheel is. Standing up there. She's not hands on the wheel or anything. She's just using that as her control space. And standing up there barking orders.
Does she was I given a description of Isabella?
No.
No. Okay. Probably her.
And down on the actual main deck itself, a very large, probably approaching almost 7 feet tall, of solid muscle, with a pretty strong resemblance to the captain, a human male who is just bodily throwing people around, getting them where they're wanted. And up in the crow's nest, you can see another human male just kind of looking out over top of everything. Alongside of that, just a plethora of people. Mostly either unconscious, tied up, something of that nature, but in some form of restraints. And being moved into the various shacks and ramshackle buildings.
Now I can hear through him as well. Is there any sense of like when they plan on leaving?
Make
Quick
a
discussions.
Make a sense motive.
Sense motive, which is perception.
I believe so.
Now would I use? I think we have the same perception. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, perfect. Fuck, there's water in my ears.
Okay. Action. Yeah, it's a perception. Boom. Oh, buddy. Not the faintest clue.
Water in my ears. Okay. Is there a captain's quarter under the helm?
There appears to be, yeah.
We're gonna try to skitter into there.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for Peach.
Peachulous, you have got this. Do not fail me again.
There you go. Kind of like lands and starts wriggling under the door. Easily enough, he does make it inside. It's sparsely decorated, but everything that is there is A, very clearly expensive, and B, serves some form of purpose, but also kind of has that air of like a trophy, if you will.
Are there any guns?
Are there any guns? Yes. They're sitting behind the desk, kind of up on a rack on the wall. You see about 12 just standard dueling pistols.
Okay. Are there any, like, in the quarter, like in her desk or anything that look like it's a special one? Like any special medals, any etchings, anything like that?
Make a perception for me.
We perceive once more. There's absolutely no way.
Peach he's not feeling these perceptions.
He doesn't care. Where's the money?
Yeah, you
Is
you
there
just made
any
that poor
money
bastard
in
walk
there?
2 miles. He's not looking for shit.
He wants money.
Cold hard cash? No, but there's a fair few things here that look like they would be expensive.
Yeah. But the money, though.
Money. Are any of them gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Are there windows in the quarter?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna try and pick up one of those gold things.
Okay.
And like, I'm actively trying to get Peach to stop, but you know, it's Peach.
It's Peach.
Money.
He does what he wants.
Money.
Okay. So he's gonna
Did you give him the independent ability?
I'm pretty sure they familiars come with a sense of that, not the ability.
No,
to say,
I
but
know. I was just wondering
Yeah.
if he had it.
No. He does have manual dexterity though, which means he can use his little lizard hands.
His little handos.
Little
Yeah, he
hands.
flutters the antennae on his head to begin flying, flies up onto the desk and grabs a cup. Looks like it's made out of solid gold. And just kind of holding onto the cup in all four limbs, uses the antenna and just flies out the back onto that little balcony area and flies away.
Damn it! No, stop!
Beach!
Because I can still speak, I just can't hear or see. And I'm just like, fuck no, stop!
Simon's like, "Oh, quiet down. Oh, that's loud."
Simon,
As,
go ahead and hit me with
vision
another perception
fades away.
check.
Just with a cup.
Dang.
My man.
You're not sure
Oh, man.
exactly when, but the man in the cloak moved, as did the other woman who was kind of keeping an eye on everything. She left before he did. She throughout the entire course of the evening, she was like fixated on Shuya, and then there was a brief moment you actually caught with her of like kind of shaking her head and then like, oh shit, I got things to do. Got up and left. And about 5 minutes after that, you look back over and the man in the cloak is gone. And you catch him just as he's like walking out the door. And you can see one of the hands moving inside of the cloak. And a very faint sparkle of magic.
Is his cup still at his table? I'm gonna like not trying to hide it anymore. I'm gonna remove hand from top of head and put her hand on her leg, and then run over and grab his cup.
Okay.
And I'll give it about 30 seconds for him to have started walking where he's walking. I'm gonna go out the front door and just kind of give a quick glance to either side. Do I see him?
You don't.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the alley that's right next, or like whatever would be resemblant of an alley that's right next to this tavern, wherever I stashed my dog.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold out the handle of the cup, and I want him to smell it and be like, "Hey, buddy, we're gonna need to find this guy, okay? So just try and remember what he smells like, all right, buddy?" And I'm gonna get the goodest boy to try and help me track this guy later.
Okay. What is your... Hold on a second. Okay. All right.
And then once I've done that, I'm gonna keep the cup just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the cup just in case. I'm gonna go. I won't do any of that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna like throw it in like a little knapsack or whatever I have with me, and go back inside, and I'll put like a copper piece down on the table to replace the stolen cup, and then go back over to Karina. Hey, I think it's about time for us to get out of here. If you catch my drift.
Karina.
Karina can't hear.
Mike was muted.
I was actually about to say, and then I remember that Korean is entranced right now, but
You know. Okay. So are we trying to do the thing now, or are we trying to avoid doing the thing now?
no, we're not gonna do the thing now, but I think I have a way for us to get what we need. And I think you are probably kind of doing the same thing, so I think we should just kind of step outside for a little bit.
Okay. He didn't listen. He stole a cup. We gotta work on it.
How'd you see that?
Huh? No, not you, Peach.
Oh,
Did you steal a cup?
yeah. Is that bad? I was just trying to help.
Was it
I
gold?
paid for it. No, it was, I think, just wood. It's a shitty tavern cup.
Why the fuck did you steal a shitty tavern cup?
I'll explain later.
Okay. Should we get the others, or are we just, leaving them?
I think, yeah, we can. Well, I don't want it to be too obvious. What if we kind of just like stepped out and waited for a minute? They'll probably notice after like 10 minutes or so, you think?
Looks at the snake lady slithering through the I don't know, through the ceiling, whatever the hell she's doing up there.
He's entertaining guests.
Just like, yeah, they'll notice. It'd be fine.
Entertaining them.
Let
Entertaining.
me entertain you. Let me make you smile.
Okay, so where are we going?
Just right around the to the alley where my dog is.
Okay.
You fight your way out of the bar. It's kind of like it's getting towards the end of the night now, so like people are starting to shuffle their way out. There's a bit of a crowd at the door, and you end up like pushing people out of the way, people bumping into you. This one dude, like completely just wasted drunk, starts staggering out, whistling a very jaunty tune. Absolutely just runs right over you because you're a halfling. I'm sorry, but let me hear. And picks you back up and keeps on staggering out.
Yeah, thanks.
At least he's a polite drunk.
Yeah. Okay, so, once we get out and down into the alley a little ways. Okay, so, I saw this guy and this girl who I think they were together, but they were trying to not be together, and they were like,
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with
same.
those situations. Yeah, it's tough on them.
oh, a different type of together.
Oh, right,
Maybe
right,
though. I mean, good for them, I guess, or maybe not. Either way, so they were part of the same crew, is what I mean. I think. Anyway, I could be wrong, but I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So, they were both pretty like, I don't know, defensive about stuff all night, and I think they were the part of the slavers crew. And when he was walking out, the guy used some kind of magic. I couldn't see exactly what he was doing, but he was doing something magical. I don't know. But I stole his cup, and I've got dog here, smelled, hopefully anyway, got some of his scent off of his cup, off the handle, and I want to try and track him. I know we generally know where the ship is, but I think it'd be best to, have an extra nose, if you will. So, yeah, I figured we could either like go scout for him, or maybe we catch this guy by himself or this girl by himself, or maybe we just leave it and I don't know. Maybe we don't really do anything tonight. I could be wrong.
No. The right option is always to do something. Right at the moment, right now. We have to do it now. How far away, like, time-wise, was Peach from the tavern? Because I would assume that's where he was heading after he stole the cup.
Oh, Lord. Like, probably a good 2 or 3 hours, honestly.
Oh, shit. So for us to walk across the island to the ship would be 2 to 3 hours?
No. For Peach to make it that far would be like 2 to 3 hours.
Got it. Because he is small.
He's a little guy.
Yep.
I mean, he's got the
He's
same
tiny.
speed.
You know,
He's still gonna crawl over everything at 30 feet.
He's flying. He's flying. He's got
Oh
it.
yeah, that's
Oh
right.
my
He can
God.
fly.
I feel like while you are correct,
Mm-hmm.
also no.
Also incorrect. Yeah.
Just, you know, that don't make no damn sense.
No, you got a point. Yeah, I mean, we should probably go check it out
Mechanically, it makes sense.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be something, but do you think we should go get the others really quick? Wait, no.
Hmm.
The heck is this? He like pulls out of his like butt pocket a little piece of paper.
What was that?
Okay. So it says the Whistler says you're worth it. Come to the den, top of the hill, hard to miss.
Is that a
4
sex thing?
times. Jack wants you to speak. Baron. Well, I got this really creepy note.
That's cool.
I don't really know what. I don't know what to do with this. Do you know who the ghost is? Do I know who the ghost is?
Have we heard of the ghost?
Make an underworld or a society check.
Underworld or society?
Shazam.
Wow. Karina.
Mm-hmm.
The ghost piques a little bit of interest. It's a name that you've kind of heard whispered here and there. They are an unknown force, if you will, and for all intents and purposes, from everything that you can gather, they seem to be an information broker of some sort. And generally, their name, well, their moniker, not their name, because no one seems to know their name. Generally, their moniker is associated with the smuggling guild here in the Shackles.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as you can tell, no one's ever actually seen the ghost, but they always seem to know what's going on.
Do they typically have a generally, like, good, evil, neutral alliance?
I mean, I guess that depends on how you view the smuggler guild.
Mm-hmm. But like, okay, so smuggling wise, is it just like products? Like they don't smuggle people like our friends over on the other side of the island?
Oh, no. That is, at least within the Shackles, that is almost exclusively the province of Okeno.
Okay. So they're just a probably like illegal product, stolen product.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even that, just normal trades, stuff like that. Smuggles, all
Yep.
that good stuff.
When product needs to be moved, they're the ones that move it.
And no one has seen them. However, someone of the ghosts are currently asking to meet with him.
I don't know if I went that far into detail with it.
Oh, okay. It was just asking who they are.
Yeah, so I don't know if you I don't know if you could actually hear me or not, but I was kind of doing like the ghosts,
Mhm.
and like just kind of. So that would be like what Karina actually heard.
So I relay to Simon like all of that. This is who they are. This is what they do.
From what Karina, because I think I'm a little confused. From what you recall, is it the ghost? So if I understand correctly, the ghost is an information source.
Correct.
The smugglers are what you're
Smugglers
talking
Guild.
about with the Smugglers Guild. What you're talking about is they smuggle goods and things like that, but the ghost specifically is just an information kind of person.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
So.
okay.
I just wanted
Generally,
to clarify
Do they
that.
work
Like-
for the Smugglers Guild?
Yeah, they're generally associated with the Smugglers Guild, but they're an information broker. They sell info.
Got it. So what do you want to do? Like should we go meet them or?
Yeah, I think, but it also says in here about Jack, and I'm like, I mean, there's probably a lot of Jacks in the world, but I kind of want to go see if it's our Jack. How would our Jack know this like unknowable person? But I mean, maybe he's the captain, right? So I don't know.
Is the captain? I mean, yeah, I guess we should probably go get the captain.
Yeah,
That was the step I was missing. Before we do anything, we got to tell the captain.
That's the important.
Dodged a bullet there. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually pretty good for the captain to know.
Right.
Okay, well.
Yeah. And we're just gonna start running for the dock.
All right. We'll go ahead and smash cut back over to Apricot after
Oh
a
God.
5 gold pour and a experience.
I have learned a lot, and sermons are reward. And then I saw the other sermon. It's there.
Yeah, you just halfway through, you see Theo walking to the back of the brothel down there for a few minutes, comes back out and leaves again.
Oh. I stare at the candle, the lantern. How do I get up there?
Gosh, no. Are you trying to take the lantern?
I'm going to try to take the lantern.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me,
Probably
please.
bigger than you.
Thievery.
That's not what she said.
It is. It is strung up on a lamppost, and it is a pain in the butt to try and climb that lamppost.
Is it an iron lamppost or is this like a wooden stick?
It's a wooden stick.
I'm sorry for your loss, true friend.
Aw.
I'm going to polymorph myself.
Mm-hmm.
And we are...
Polymorphing yourself in the freaking brothel.
You know, it could have made things a lot easier, but it chose not to.
I feel like it would have made things
Guess what,
easier, but
kids?
far more
I can be a
concerning.
humanoid.
Oh, well, that would have been way easier.
I can be, you weird scum. But 1 second, I have something. I only have wild shape. Okay. Yeah. We will cast. Yeah, we'll go into a pest form and we'll be a bug.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can just casually be a spider and just climb up the side of the wall.
Yeah, just scuttle on up there. Now you have to figure out how to carry it as a spider.
Wait, see, this is where I just lose the focus.
Fair enough.
Because I found out a little while ago that this is a focus spell.
Oh, that's nice.
This is not a actual spell slot. So I can cast their wild shape, go down the animal forms, and go be a cat, be a dog, be whatever. I'm not gonna be a snake.
They have a climb speed.
Yep.
Dang, deer are fast.
But I can also. But anyways, I'm just going to dismiss it, lose my focus on being a bug, and I'm going to try and reach for the lantern.
All right. Easy enough.
And I'm hoping you guys have figured out this is how I got stuck up on the mast.
It is easy enough to pick the lantern up, and now you're standing up on top of this lamppost, probably about 15 feet off the ground. Just kind of looking down with a lantern in hand. No, sorry, 15 is far too much. You'd probably be sitting up about like 12 feet.
I'm gonna wave the lantern to see if Theo sees me.
Theo, as you're walking away, heading back towards the ship, you just start to see the very dim red light that's kind of diffusing down the street. Getting a little bit brighter now as night begins to settle in. You just start to see that red light shifting back and forth across the street.
Oh. Wait, like it's searching for someone, or it's the...
No, it's waving back and forth.
It literally looks like the wind is just blowing it back and forth.
Yeah, I'm just rocking it. It looks like the wind is blowing it.
Oh.
But it's just enough that it's like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Theo will look towards that, and I'm guessing find Apricot.
Yeah.
Ah. So,
Just the biggest spider
this is where
ever.
you spent your time. I see. Well then, I
No,
believe it is
they're
good.
very nice ladies. They told me lots of things, but they tried to tickle me a lot. So I handed her an acorn and she was happy.
I see.
Catch.
Very.
And I just throw it at her.
What? You throw an acorn at me?
No, I'm
No, the
gonna throw the
lantern.
lantern at you.
Okay. Take the lantern. Wait, is this a lantern that belongs at the inn, or is this...
Also touch.
Alright, Theo's gonna carefully put the lantern back down at the entrance to the, he's gonna carefully put the lantern back down at the entrance to the Red Siren and, gesture to Apricot and say, why don't we return to the ship and find out what the others have been up to these
this past while.
Fine. You can go there first. I
Is there
know somewhere
something else you wish to do? Somewhere else you wish to go?
I think I found somebody who can help.
You found someone who could be of help.
I think so.
Very well, if you wish to go see them, you are. I mean,
We can go. I didn't realize it got that dark so quick. I don't know what time is it? How long have I been in there?
it's been several hours since we've landed, at least. But so, is it really getting dark, or is it like just kind of sitting sunset?
It's a little bit past. Like, it's not, dead of night or anything. It's not like midnight, but it's getting there. Probably around 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're in Florida.
Very well. Let us return then, and we'll find this person in the morning. I assume they wouldn't want to visit her this late, I don't believe.
That's me. Can I jump?
But Theo catches him. Oh, all right. Kind of holds him like he would a child for a bit, and I guess
Realize
starts
how
walking.
sharp his thorns are.
Yeah. Like, ow,
You just
ow,
got a
ow.
cactus to the face, man.
Holding a cactus like a child.
Starts holding Apricot like a child that has a loaded diaper, like out in front of him, just like with 2 fingers.
Ew, 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 ew.
Ow, 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 ow. And we'll just start, walking back towards the, tavern that we saw the others go towards.
Fair enough.
When he
For
puts me
convenience.
down, I run all the way back to the brothel and pick up the lantern.
For sake of
hard for us.
convenience,
I like giving it up.
we'll say that you all reach the tavern at the same time as the others are beginning to make their way out. As the party reconvenes on the doorstep of the Rusty Anchor.
She is like waving to her fans, just like, no, boys, I can't. No, I can't stay. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Jeez. Fucking yeah.
Well, did you all figure out what you need to do?
I think maybe I sort of I got a lead at least. So, well, sort of.
Good.
I met someone else who is keen on seeing the flavors dispatched.
Well, I mean, that's good, right? I mean, it means at least we know that
Indeed.
not everybody wants him here. Yeah, that's good. That's
Indeed.
great.
Let us return to the ship. I also have a possible. I also might be able to possibly start forming connections with the upper crust of this town, the nobility of this town, if you will. But it
Those
would
people
require
suck.
Yes, they do most of the time. Well, some of them do, some of the time.
The child.
But they are often necessary if we want to make this town our base of operations, if you will, or a safe place we can return to quite often.
I believe I do have a way of.
Oh, you're damn right. Someone has to pay, but you know, they're rich.
Why not take it from the people who have the most money then?
Oh yeah, you're right. They're still assholes, but you know.
And I believe I can form connections with them. But it would require
Oh, I don't want
an initial
connections. I just want
investment.
money.
I like connections.
And in order to ask people for money for jobs, you do have to at least know them or form a
Steal.
connection with them.
Oh. No, I'm pretty sure we said
Stealing
the
from
same
someone
thing.
is not a good way of forming a healthy relationship with people who quite literally run and own the town that we are planning to stay at for quite a while.
Adam,
Or
might I argue at this moment Peach returns?
Sure.
No, I hear you. You're completely right. As a golden cup drops and just hits me in the head. And I don't acknowledge it at all. As Peach just slowly lands on my shoulder. You're completely right.
God is pleased. We have acquired money. God is pleased.
Yes.
Let
Okay,
us
so we're all on the
return
same
to
page.
ship.
Yeah, get rid of the slavers, steal from the rich, but first talk to the captain. Let's go!
Stealing from. Okay, whatever. There are better ways to get gold from the rich, but.
yes.
Very well.
No, not that way, Shuya.
Look, we could just ask them for it.
Oh. That's not... Okay.
Or we
Tell the
could,
captain what we're doing?
ask them for it.
Ah, you see, that's what I thought. You know.
What if we just hid their money then? And then they pay it.
Not take it, just hide it from them.
We hide it on our ship.
That's a good hiding spot. I don't think that
It is. It's a really good hiding spot.
And yeah, head back to the ship.
Sorry if you hear some banging and things. I'm
Doing the dish.
Oh, Shuya.
Oh, shoot.
Here's some banging and things.
Oh.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right.
Making
Back
our
to
way.
the ship.
Downtown.
Walking fast.
Base is passed, but you're shipbound.
Yeah, that was good. In the
I'll sail now.
on the walk back, do I notice any terrain that would resemble what I'm looking for in the note?
Yes, it's not hard to find. Actually, it stands out pretty clearly around the back of the town. So I kind of described a bit how the town kind of curves in on itself and goes up a hill, the lighthouse district. That hill continues outwards, right? Like this is one of the lowest points on the island. And that hill continues out deeper in. You can see like a heavily wooded region past the lighthouse district, which, strikes a few bells.
Okay. All right. I'll just take note of where it is and clock it as we continue back to the ship.
Okay.
Well, we're headed back. When everybody it has there's a calm in the conversations. Shiryu will say, "So, are we making this our permanent place of stay?"
I mean, it's really nice. I like it.
Captain?
I ask because I am interested in finding the orphanage.
What's
You
an
don't,
orphanage?
A place where children gather
Oh gosh,
when
this
they
is-
don't
this-
have a place to go.
You don't like eat them, do you? That's not how you got so big.
No!
Okay, you're
Why
just
would
like
I?
you're literally the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I just can't. Like, you could in fact eat me.
Whoa.
I just had to ask.
I mean, I could.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I can't tell if these are sexual innuendos or actual fact.
Are we
It can be
fighting or
both.
Are we flirting?
Still getting mixed messages.
I want. I am Nagaji. My people celebrate the deity Nalin Navati. She is of a particular well, let's say has particular interests. One very specific one being the bearing and adopting of children. And I have thus far been mateless.
Really?
Okay, so are you serious though? 'Cause I find that kind of hard to believe.
The mateless part or the kid part?
Well, the mateless part, like, look at her. I mean,
Oh yeah, I see it.
I don't get it.
Apricot's still reeling from his first attempted experience.
I just mean, like, you're okay. Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but you're stunning, right? I mean, whew. And no one's like, tried to
Put a
mate
ring on it?
with you.
Oh no, several have. I'm just interested
Picky?
in finding the right one.
Well, that's good. That's good, I guess. Yeah. No, that's a good thing.
But since I will not, since I am currently in this predicament, I wish to, well, make sure that this place's children have a place to go.
That sounds like a nice idea.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it really does. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
They can go play, they have fun, they can go see new faces.
Yes. And so I only asked because I wanted to, before I decide to, I guess, plant roots, I wanted to be sure this is the place we are planting roots at.
I don't
That's
have
all.
flat roots.
You do not wish to plant roots?
No, I get stuck.
Oh, I get
We
it.
can assist
It's
with
'cause-
that.
It's because it's a plant.
Anyways,
Hey, you said, what was that god that you said your people worship? I've never.
Nala Nevati.
Nala Navati.
Have we heard of that one?
Make a religion check.
I argue occultism.
I think they cross lines, yeah.
Yeah, they just a little bit.
Yeah. Chris, go ahead and tell us about Nala Navati.
And raise you at 27.
All right. Nala Navati is the Naga goddess for most snake-like humanoids, and she is the goddess of fertility, snakes, and sorcery.
Sure. Yeah.
That's hot.
I know that's they were very nice.
A lot of art that she's like shown in is she's either emerging from an egg or protectively guarding a clutch of eggs.
Who?
Nala Navati.
Yeah.
Nala Navati.
Yep.
Hey, God, what are your thoughts on this one?
She horny bitch. I do not care. She like here's the thing. You wanna if you wanna have some kids, she's perfect for it. Give her some money and throw it her way, and she'll take it. I'm pretty sure she'll take it even without the money.
Oh, okay. I can do that part, but dude, kids for money, not a good trade.
No,
Keep
no,
the
no.
money.
God, no.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the service.
Oh yeah, yeah. Still not worth it. Money.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Thanks, God.
Yeah, no problem. Did you keep that golden cup?
She's currently I assume it's, I don't know, almost like a chalice of sorts. So she's got her hand cupped underneath, and there's water in it, and Peach is swimming around.
All right, good. Make sure you hold on to that.
Okay.
Maybe turn it into a relic or an artifact for me later. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Sure.
By the way, we got to figure out what their coinage is around here, so we could put it on, so we could put me on it.
I like that. We start by stealing from the rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're not going
Hold
to
on.
start from stealing from the rich.
Hold
I'm
on.
trying.
I'm trying to talk to someone here. As she goes back to just looking up in the air.
Hold on. We do not steal.
We borrow?
Stealing implies that it wasn't mine to begin with.
Oh, we take back. We liberate.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly. So you can go ahead, let the idiot know that we're not going to be stealing from anybody.
You hear that, Theo? Wait, no, you can't hear.
No,
We
you don't.
Steal.
No, we're not going to steal at all.
That's
We're
what I
going
said.
to-
We don't steal.
We are going to earn our money from the rich folk of this town.
I like this one. He's an idiot.
I do too. He's got something
Oh, God.
something going. You can't hear.
There
Chris,
are
by the way.
easier ways to
just a
get
heads
money
up.
from the rich fat fucks on top of that hill over there than getting ourselves into trouble and getting.
I don't know why. You're
What I'm
shouting.
trying to say
I'm
is.
agreeing with you.
What I'm trying to say is.
Yeah.
It would be better to be on their good side and be on their payroll rather and earn our money by doing jobs for them rather than just stealing it from them and getting on their bad side because you don't know what nobles can do.
Children. Let's
Theopolis,
not fight.
you're getting a little worked up.
Let's not fight.
We're on the safe side.
You
Come now,
don't know how devious these people are, what they are capable of.
Who?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's. I think
The
that's the
nobles
worst
you are
part.
planning on reclaiming your gold, as he air quotes, reclaiming your gold from.
Oh, by the
No, I
way,
You don't
think
know
that's
what they are
those-
capable of.
Theo, you didn't hear that part. You can't hear my god.
Oh, wait. I was
Yeah, you don't hear Chris.
Yeah, Chris
I'm
is my
sorry.
god.
I'm sorry.
These three people.
I thought that was. I'm sorry. I thought that was fucking Jack. I
No,
thought that
no.
was Jack.
You'll know when it's Jack.
Easily.
Jack will be very fed up with everybody.
In that case, Theo is going to turn around to fucking Jack and be like, "Please talk some sense into this one."
Jack's not here.
Yeah, we're still on our
Aren't
way.
we? We're
You're
still
still-
on our way to the fucking
Losing
ship.
it.
Making your way
Okay,
downtown.
no. I'm sorry. I saw all the tokens on the ship. I thought we were back on the ship already.
Theo's going crazy.
That's a funny one. He's lost it.
Why is he talking to
I
himself,
mean,
guys?
for the one person to see gods, he would be the champion losing his mind.
Shuya, do you want to adopt me? I don't have a family.
I'll call you mommy.
Oh, you poor thing! And she comes in for like a big hug.
Nice.
Like coils around, like comes in for a hug, completely coils around him, and starts like choking him out just from the squeezing.
No. She is very gentle.
Seeing that happen, Simon like kind of head goes down a little bit, like, oh, I guess you missed the whole like hour-long story where I told you about my family being completely killed. But no, yeah, okay.
You got a
I wish
sister.
I
Shut
had a
up.
mom.
Apricot goes over to
You
Simon and
wish
hands
to
him
be
a flower.
adopted?
Thanks, buddy.
Do you want to be adopted?
Oh, well, I mean,
Pity
I
titties.
don't know about all that. I don't know.
Well, when you are ready, I'll be here.
Would you like a flower?
Yeah, thanks, buddy. This is really pretty, actually. Thanks.
Ah,
Very well.
there's the ship.
As you can see, Jack like standing at like the standing at the
Practicing
dock, kind of
poses.
just looking up. As Caleb is probably talking to him about like some kind of specs that he needs and how much it's gonna cost and everything.
There's your problem. You got a hole in the fucking rear deck in the in the port quarter, and you got a hole in the forward. And shit. There's a lot of We're gonna need some decent lumber for this.
Caleb.
I'm not. Yeah, boss.
No, he keeps saying. I wanted him to like keep going. And...
Sorry. Oh my god. Do you know how much fucking rope we're gonna need to just even like get the rigging set? Oh my god. The goddamn sails. Oh, the fabric we're gonna need for that. We don't even have a goddamn mast no more. We're gonna need to chop down a whole fucking tree, and then that's half the lumber.
And Dagger tosses his way as it like sticks out of the boat right next to him.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying, boss? Yeah, boss?
Yeah, I understand that all of these things are broken. My question is, can you fix it?
Yeah, I can fix it. Of course I can fix it. Absolutely I can fix it. I'm just making a big deal out of it because I know it's going to be a pain in the ass to fix it. But I can absolutely fix it for you.
Oh, don't worry, but we got this right tight tonight.
No.
We can get this right fixed.
Good. Alright, both of you work on it.
You got it, boss. Ah, boy. Where do we fucking start?
Look back,
Chomps down
see
downstairs.
Karina, immediately exasperated sigh.
Simon sees this whole interaction happening, and as he's walking, sees like Jack turn around, kind of like a, and then makes eye contact with us, and then he just goes, and Simon like face palms, and is like, oh man.
As we're walking up, like I'm guessing the gangplank to the ship, I'm guessing we're far, and like fucking Jack is right there, and I'm guessing no one else is around. Like, are there many other people close to the ship besides us?
Not really.
Okay, then Theo will say in a little bit of a hushed tone, and so we are not going to steal, is that right?
Jack, why not?
because there are
Me too.
other ways to get money from the wealthy folk of this town without incurring their anger.
If
We're
I
Captain,
trying
I
can
said
to
I'm not
make a
gonna
living in this
steal.
town, right? I'm sure some of them have
I'm not here to.
problems.
I'm not here to steal from anybody, but I will rob them
Right.
blind.
Yeah.
Exploit
pretty-
them all
pretty
you
solid.
want, so long as you earn it.
Sure,
Please.
that's what we can call it earning. Yeah.
How
that's
does one
fine.
earn what's already theirs? Never
Very
mind.
easily? And
Captain.
he very easily as he just does the quick neck cutting motion.
We're not. Oh God.
Nice.
Oh,
Captain,
so now
the
we're going
ghost.
to murder them to get money?
He doesn't have any context for what she's saying.
We don't to.
All right. What did you guys find out about the town?
The ghost.
I was busy making what? The ghost? What about
Simon,
a ghost?
tell him about the ghost.
What?
Yeah, so, well, you see, anyway, I got this note, but it wasn't, I didn't take the note or anything, it just ended up in my pocket, and I mean, I can see a lot of stuff.
Gave you a message. What about it?
Well, so it says, here, and I pull it out. The ghost says you're worth it. Come to the den. It's the large mansion at the top of the hill, hard to miss. Knock on the door 4 times at evenly spaced intervals and tell them Jack wants you to speak with the Baron from the Whistler. Is this you? Or another
No.
Jack?
Well, I suppose it's probably referring to me. As he takes the note from Simon, not snatching, just looking it over. All right. Looks over at everybody else. Anything else I need to know about?
There's a filler in town.
There's a healer in town. Good. We might need her services eventually.
Oh, I saw the ship.
The ship.
Slaver ship. Yeah. Each went over there.
Wow,
I'm
Karina,
pretty
I
sure...
would not have expected you to be bringing me anything right now.
Yeah.
Literally anything meets the expectation.
I think the captain's name is Isabella Cortez. I've never heard of her, but
Do I know an Isabella?
Make a society or an underworld.
All right, I will make a society.
Would I assist by describing what the lady that looked like the captain of the ship looked like?
If you're describing the lady of the ship, go ahead and make a... Yeah, go ahead and make a society check. Let's see if you get the aid.
Nope, that's a hindrance, actually.
That makes it worse.
Every single time I've done anything concerning that ship, it's been a 1. Fuck.
So, it actually makes
That's
sense.
-1?
Yeah, it's a -1. It actually makes sense why this gets the -1, but go ahead and make a society or an underworld.
Oh, because it's probably not her.
How about a sailor lore check? If it has nothing to do with sailing, then I'd count it out, but...
It doesn't have anything to do with sailing, but it does have to do with sailors. So... I'll give it to you.
Yay!
I am a kind and generous god.
I am a generous god.
18.
Oh, it didn't put the thing in, so 17.
17.
There was a woman with a hat.
So
I was trying to add a circumstance bonus that said Karina, quote unquote, helping.
So fortunately for you, you are an expert at tuning Karina out at this point, because she is giving you 100% the wrong description of Isabella Cortez. You know the name. You don't really know anything about her affiliation or anything like that, but the name is familiar. And
Is it familiar as in famous familiar, or familiar as in I've heard it in passing familiar?
you've heard it in passing.
Okay.
She's generally known among the Shackles as a broker of sorts. She's the deal maker, essentially.
Okay. She's the intermediary between two people.
Correct.
Okay. We got a middleman, or I guess middle woman in this particular sense. Alright, good to know.
You're welcome, Captain.
Oh, and if it helps,
Karina,
I think I found out
Karina,
where
you
the...
literally brought me the bare minimum. I appreciate it.
Apricot hung the red lantern from the mast. Your ship is now a brothel. Congratulations.
I mean, it's really just a fuck show.
Oh, God.
I have.
You were saying something, Josh? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I don't. If it helps, I think I know where this mansion is. I saw like generally where it would be anyway. So we just gotta go pinpoint it, but I could probably get us there.
All right. We'll go a little bit later. Anybody else want to make sure I have everything out in the open?
Oh. Go ahead. You got it.
I spent some time seeking out the blacksmith of the town to have some armor of mine repaired and restored and refitted and whatnot. And I believe I've made a good impression on him, and it seems he too is keen on seeing the slavers taken out. So, if it's for an extra benefit, it's an extra benefit that will be in good with him at least if when we take them out. It seems he had a very large order from them that he is not so keen on finishing, and that he's struggling to finish, and would appreciate them not coming to collect on that order. I also attempted to make contact with the nobility and the upper crest of the town.
The eyebrow raise, like, what the fuck are you doing?
I understand how money moves, how things work, at least as far as the upper crest goes. It flows up and it can flow down as well. If we make connections with them, we might even be able to get a contract to kill those slavers from the nobility. From the mayor of this town. I was trying to make contact with them in the in one of their gambling dens, but the buy-in was a little more than I had on my person at the time.
Do you want to know why I don't like your nobility?
Please tell me why.
When the chips are down, they'll cut their losses, so to speak. They'll make sure they'll save their own asses. But these people, as he thumbs back towards, like, the way that everybody came from, they don't offer that protection to them. I don't respect anybody that calls themselves nobility. and does that kind of shit. But you have a point. See what you can find out then, in the days to come. I don't
And if-
like it, but it's better than keeping my eyes closed.
And if I might add, if there's anything to be said to what you've said about nobility, is that most nobles that you speak of can almost be relied upon to do exactly that. So it is better to get what we can from them now, before they turn their back and try and run and cut their losses. Better to get what we can out of them now before they do that.
Fine. That's your job. I want nothing part of it. For now. Anything else?
Sophia is a very nice lady at the Red Siren. She knows a lot about the town.
Yeah, huh? Alright.
She's a good
What does
listener,
she
too.
do?
Listen mostly. Works really hard. She tried to tickle me. For like an hour.
Slow eye blink. Then another slow, exasperated sigh. Did you go make friends with a brothel?
Oh my god, is that what the Red Lantern's from? Oh, buddy.
What's a brothel?
Do you want this
Oh.
flower back?
It's where you were. It's where you were, Apricot.
Shuya's like, there's a brothel?
Let's go.
Paul.
Are they hiring? Are they hiring?
No, she's looking for a
Alberti.
proper connection.
Yep.
Alberti chimes in. He's like, "Oh, you found it before I did. That's never happened before. Wow. Oh, man.
Anybody else need to report anything that they've done?
Oh, word?
Oh, I did spread word across the town that we're here to get rid of the slavers.
Yes.
Who did we get that letter from, by the way? Just a really quick question out of game.
What?
Who did we
The
get
letter that
from?
Simon had?
He doesn't know.
We don't know.
Well, no, like who does it say invite? Who does it invite us to? Is Captain what?
The Baron. The Baron of Whispering?
No.
It's, the signature was from the Whistler,
The Whistler. That's what it is.
and it
We
says
need to go
the-
speak to the Baron. That's right.
Yes, we need to go speak to the Baron.
Okay, got it.
The Baron of what? The
No,
Baron of the town?
the Baron.
or-
It just says
The Baron.
says the Baron.
We don't know.
All right.
We were given a location, though.
In my investigation of the noble district of this city, or this town, would I have heard mention of any, like, baron among the nobility, or does this seem like the baron as in, like, a title for some undercity
Oh yeah.
person?
Definitely no barons here. The
Yeah,
highest noble in the town was the mayor.
got it. Got it.
I meant to ask about that. So, whose idea was it to spread rumors that we're a bunch of mercenaries looking to get rid of the slavers?
Mine.
Ah, of course it was yours.
You're
I
welcome.
see.
I
Jack
also
does
stole
like
this gold cup from him.
Jack does this like, you're all dismissed.
Thanks, Captain.
Also, really quick.
You.
Oh wait, we need.
stay.
Shit. Shit.
Do we have any gold on the ship? Because in order to make contact with them, I do have to do the buy-in of 50 gold.
I mean, we can make it happen, but I don't think we were gonna do it this instant because I'm actually
Okay.
gonna take you guys to go see the Baron in a
Very
short
well.
while.
Very well. We'll probably... I'll find out more about them tomorrow. Theo will walk out.
Now,
When
Karina,
you said you stay, she did like arms crossed and did a huff and like kicked the dirt. Like,
Karina, I have a question for you.
okay.
What the fuck were you thinking
Which part?
when you were
The only correct answer.
when you were decided to tell the entire town, hey, we're going to save them from the slavers?
Oh, in hopes to get the slavers out of wherever they are and to come here. That way we're not fighting them in territory.
He pauses. Holy shit, you were actually using your head.
Thanks.
Fair enough. Next time, though, run it by me before you do something like that. Because
Sure. I kind of did. I told you I was gonna do some shit.
I understand, but we talked about provoking. I wasn't talking about making us fucking heroes.
Oh,
The dock boys have been talking now, you realize.
word travels fast in a small town.
Yeah. And people are making a lot of expectations, like, I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart.
Oh. Well, that's gross.
Exactly.
Ew.
I didn't realize they were poor.
We're mercenaries first. Remember that.
I mean, I did tell them we were mercenaries. I guess we just haven't established who's paying us yet.
Exactly.
Shit. Start with the nobles?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to start with them. That or this Baron.
Hey, look, I got a cup. And like Peach pops out of the cup and waves at him.
Karina, if I didn't think you were that useful, I would have thrown you off my ship.
Aw, you think I'm useful?
Lightly.
Oh. You said it, Captain. Bye! And she goes skipping out.
We're all gonna die out here.
Would you like a flower, Captain Jack?
I appreciate it, Apricot. As he takes it and holds it up, thinking. How to do this proper.
Yeah.
Going to see the Baron. I'm gonna need somebody to watch out for me, so Simon. Theo should come too. Social butterfly. Apricot, I have a question for you. I've seen you turn into a cat before. Can you turn into anything else?
Yeah. I can turn into bigger things.
Can you turn into something inconspicuous like another cat? Or something else very smaller than even that?
I can do it in a bike.
I don't like
Or I
that.
could, or I
Go
could
ahead.
do zoo. I could do it in zoo.
I don't like that this ghost person is watching us. I want you to take a look around the mansion of this Baron when we get inside.
Oh yeah. What am I looking for?
Nothing in particular. I just need a layout of what's happening. I need to know if it's a den full of thieves or if it's just a little home on a hill.
Okay.
And Jack will shout to all those people that he mentioned and say we're leaving in 30.
Very well.
All right, Captain.
Apricot already
Arena.
wants the boat.
Yeah.
Can Peaches do a little bit more scouting?
Sure.
Good. I need him to look through the mansion on the other side. Apricot's gonna look one way, Peach can look the other.
Got it.
Alright. Prepare yourselves. I don't like going into a lion's den. Especially when I'm not the one who owns it. And Jack will go and collect his sword from our resident alchemist because I believe he's been working on it.
He has. And I believe the go-to was that he was going to be working on it every day. And he only needs it for 8 hours, so today's work on it would be done.
Alright.
You can have at it. And then heading off to the den.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let me do this, do that. And that right there. It's a little bit early, but that seems like a great stopping point. I'm gonna go ahead
We
and
can
call it for the
bring
week.
one of Ruben's characters. Maybe not Sparks. Maybe not Sparks. I like the kobold, I do, just, you know.
I'm down to keep going.
He's likely to electric arc somebody as much as he's likely to, you know, breathe.
Yeah.
Very true.
But with that said, take the week to plan your introduction to the Baron, how you intend to approach this, and any other information you want to get from the town. And I will continue adding articles so you guys have all the information. And I'll be right back. Now, for those of you that came out, we appreciate it. Definitely a much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, LA Noir vibes. And you know what? I'm here for it. So, come on back next week as they introduce themselves to one of the stronger forces here on the island. And hopefully for them, make a good impression, because things could go poorly. But with that, I'm going to send you all over to roll with advantage. It looks like they're currently fighting a dragon, which is kind of badass. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to come back next week. We should also be running most likely sticking with Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate has been great. We'll be running a gaming night throughout the week, and keep an eye on the YouTube. Jedi Survivor just dropped yesterday, and I had that shit on pre-order. I'm going to be recording a playthrough and uploading that to YouTube if you're interested in it. So, yeah, keep an eye on the socials. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on.
You bring the adult white dragon